Well, welcome back to the Long Dark. After making my run into the railroad station, we found that the only thing that's here seems to be an unlimited number of wolves. And now, grab a few more hours of sleep. Hopefully, I'll be able to find some useful stuff here when I wake up. And it's still pitch dark in here. Oh, no, it's not. It's not much better than pitch dark. And I've only got 2 flares. Do I have what I need to make a torch? Oh, you need lamp oil to make a torch. Never mind then. Well, in the meantime, why don't we get a few things built until there's some more sunlight? Probably don't need any tinder plugs right now. Let's check to see what needs to be repaired, because I've been bashed about by wolves. 14%. Probably not enough just yet. Military coat, the pea coat, fisherman sweater, the other wool sweater, a scarf and a toque, and a strain wrist. It's starting to get light enough that we can actually see what we're doing. So let's start looking around. The biggest thing we want to find in here right now, given the number of shots that were taken trying to get out of this place, trying to get to this place, is hopefully we'll find at least a couple of rifle rounds here.
Could end up being useful.
I've got 2 storm lanterns now. Which one's better? Do I have to? Yeah, I should. And the other one even has... I just don't need it right now. Stump remover. If I was going to someplace with a gunsmithing bench, that would be great. Having something I can use to make gunpowder out of. And while you can make something like that out of stump remover, I would recommend against it. It is way too hard to get those proportions exactly right. You may get something a little too hot for what you're shooting, or something that doesn't have enough bang to fire correctly. You're just, in general, better off with stuff that was manufactured correctly. Now, we'll check out here in the outside, but not really outside section before we go back in.
Is it food or... I wonder who owns this stuff.
I think I have better stuff already, but in general, getting some extra stuff wouldn't be bad. And with the way this game plays, you actually pick up that extra stuff that you don't actually need, and tear it down. Whereas in real life, what you probably do is keep it use it as a second set of clothes, because you really do have to swap out your clothing when you're doing something like this. Lots of sweating. After a while, you need to switch out your clothes. There's no way around it. I may also decide to take a trip up to the hunting cabin from here. Admittedly, that may get me in
This
trouble
could be really useful.
with more wolves, but at the same time, it would also give me a chance to get more ammo. There's another whetstone right there. I think I'm carrying 2 right now, so I'll pick it up and I'll put it in one of the lockers near the bed, and then use that as my cache. There's a fire barrel. Oh yeah, this place has a couple spots that have been knocked open, so I wouldn't be worried about using a fire to keep this place warmer. Although it's surprising this place is warm, because, you know, holes in the roof. I'd have to look at the office and see. In the meantime,
I could
battery
use
if
this.
I was doing finding all the signal repeaters. Fuse, car battery. Fuse that coal.
This
That's
gear's starting
coal.
to slow me down.
Spray paint. All right, here we go. So stand right here. Drop the coal there. Come over here. Drop all that. 2 fire plugs. 7 cattail heads. We can leave those there. Wilderness kitchen. Field dressing your kill. I gotta read that at some point. Tires in a cardboard box. Mm. Mm. 150 degrees centigrade. I'm assuming that's listing how hot the fire is. I don't know if that's enough to actually really be working metal. I mean, you'd expect it to have to be pretty hot to work metal, but exactly how much,
That'll come in handy.
I'd honestly have to look up. Combat boots. Combat boots are actually pretty good.
It's starting to weigh me down.
Yeah, it's starting into. Now, I think I've mentioned this before, but the way that the flashlight is in this game is kind of silly. Even if there was a big electromagnetic event, something that, you know, there was a nuke going off nearby or something similar, that would knock out most electronics, but something as simple as most flashlights would not be knocked out by that. It's just simply not complex enough. I can do that later. What is that? Oh, prepared birch bark. I should make a tea or two. First, let's take a look at what we got here. What can we throw in here? Well, those are fire-hardened arrows. I don't need this much fishing tackle. I'll throw the books in there for now. The extra hatchet, the extra knife. Don't need the revolver ammo since I'm not actually carrying a revolver. Don't need that many sewing kits. Don't need that. Keep the survival bow in case I run into a rabbit or something similar. I need more ptarmigan down. Speaking of which, did I? No, I didn't. I thought I got another ptarmigan. Prepared acorns. Cured gut. Don't need that right now. Don't need the feathers right now. Alright, let's see. Here we go. Some new climbing socks. Means we don't need this. And we don't need this. Now, these are one of the things that you probably should never tear up. I'll tell you, even in winter gear, or maybe even especially in winter gear, your feet are going to get sweaty. And then once they start getting really sweaty, if you leave them there for too long, you start getting... Well, you start first getting, athlete's foot, but then you start getting jungle rot or boot rot. Anytime you start getting that is generally the time that you start having problems with your skin actually coming off. It is not fun. It is not nice. It is not good for you. That being said, the easiest way to deal with that is to find a way to dry off your feet. Wicking socks are actually a useful thing, which is why those climbing socks are so nice, because generally they'd be set to wick away moisture. We'll keep the firewood there. Do I want to leave? Old man's beard lichen. We've got a bunch of crackers. Don't need the shell casings right now. Have coffee, have water purification. And we're pretty well set, actually, to make that run. But let's see, what time is it? It's the middle of the day. I know there's more stuff that you can find by chopping up the crates and taking a look. We'll take a look outside real quick. We'll head for the hunting lodge. The hunting lodge is always nice because almost always you will find more rifle ammo, except in Interloper, which is kind of a really tough mode. And there's some deer. If I had regular arrows or more rifle ammo, I'd probably take a pot shot at it. But for the time being, I think I'm going to keep moving along. I don't hear anything else, so there doesn't seem to be any wolves around. The wolves are down there on the water. The hunting blind would have been a good spot to possibly look for ammo, but again, there's those wolves. If I find more, maybe I'll come back and try to take them. But for right now, it's probably best for me to save my remaining ammunition, just so that I have it for something else. is not around here, but it's over here. Now, I'm always curious about what this actual thing is for, unless the entire area along there is all owned by the rail company, because honestly, there doesn't seem to be much reason for it. In which case, I mean, this must have used to be a road to someplace more important, but obviously closed now. Now, I'm going to talk gaming theory for a little bit. I've been hearing a lot of people talking about art in games and, you know, things that go on. Now, there are three things really that make good games: good art, good gameplay, and good story. Gameplay and story don't necessarily have to be the same. Sometimes your story is really good and your gameplay is bad. Sometimes your gameplay is really good, but or the other way around. Either way, you can get away with a certain amount, losing a certain amount on one thing as long as the other two are good. So, you know, if your art's, you know, not too good, but if you have good gameplay and good story, people might stay along. This comes back to, oh god, I can't even remember the name now. But there are a couple games that, I mean, the graphics are horrible, but because of the gameplay and story, people are actually, you know, actually like the game a lot. You'll sometimes have similar things going on. Two wolves. Okay, that one is busy, so maybe I can bypass it. What the heck? We'll just outrun them for today. Well, maybe not outrun them, but outmaneuver them. Now, we're inside another place. Now we can look around. Nothing on the shelf. Nice big fireplace. Cooking skillet. I'm already carrying one, so we'll just put one up there. We'll pick up some more coffee, cooking oil. Cardboard box. Salt, flour. Okay, we can do some cooking here. And here's the root vegetables, which, you know, is something you'd kind of expect. Root vegetables are you generally keep for much longer than other things. They're pretty easy to grow, and they're pretty easy to transport. So having a bunch of root vegetables sitting around in a cold cellar is honestly something you'd probably find.
There's got to be something useful in here.
unfortunately, what I am not finding in the hunting lodge is the one thing I was really hoping they'd have in here.
I'd eat anything right about now.
Bullets. I haven't done a complete search yet. I am still looking. I had a good run for a little bit. Then I ran into the metric load of wolves, and I haven't found any since. Another book. May have to use the. May have to see if there's a climbing rope here and go down and check the hunting blind for ammo. Although that might just turn around and make me use Mackinac jacket. Wrong kind of bullets, but at least I found something.
I think I can use this.
There we go. Let's load up while we got the chance.
All this gear is slowing me down.
Yeah, all the gear slowing you down. We'll go downstairs and we'll go through stuff. We'll sort it out. We'll make some more food. Maybe read a book. Now, breaking down furniture and the like to use as firewood may or may not be the best thing, depending. Certain types of woods get treated and they actually become not that good as far as firewood goes. The real question is, how is it treated? Things like modern pressure treating. Oh, I missed that the first time around. Even more ammo. I think I almost have a full magazine. 9 rounds out of 10. Not bad. I think what we'll do is some cooking. Now these big cast iron stoves are actually really good when you're in a place that's cold. You can start a fire in them. Wow.
Come on.
It does not want me to start anything. Let's throw some accelerant on that. Yeah. Ooh, Bannix. Let's make some Bannix. Now, making something like a bannock or something similar is actually pretty easy. It's basically you're just making flatbread. Oh yeah, and I get more bannocks out of it. In this case, I'm getting cooking skill, but making a flatbread's pretty simple. All you really need is flour, salt, and some water. Oh, hey, what do you know? Once you're done with that, just pick it up, eat it, and you're good to go. I wonder how much I have left. Oh. Let's see, I got a decent amount of flour still. Got all the other stuff. I got anything I can cook in here? Potatoes, acorns. How bright does it? That's a little creepy the way
This
it's
pack is getting too heavy to carry.
I don't see how am I. Oh wow, I'm getting tired too, so that's making it even worse. You know what? Let's get rid of some of this. Some of these vegetables, and maybe sleep. Get ready for the next day. Drink that, go upstairs, and sleep the night away. Now, that is not like the other. Is it a regular aurora when I go outside? Yeah, it's a regular aurora when I go outside. It just is really different when you're inside. Well, that's a bit better. I'm going to assume that loud humming sound is just something that just something electrical that's running in here.
I could barely walk with this much gear.
Yeah. There, we're by a bed. We'll let the match go out. And we'll try to get some sleep. And again, seeing something that I
Surrounded
missed.
by snow. Nothing to drink.
I do wish sometimes that the prompts for this stuff would be a little more intelligent. Because let's face it. Oh look, here's the mountaineering rope.
I could use this.
Yeah, I could in theory, but I am already. Yeah, I'm seriously weighted down. I gotta go and sort through and get myself to a lighter, more nimble weight.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
No kidding, but I missed that under all the. let's have plenty of water and food. Make more water and food here. Let's figure out what is weighing me. Well, that's going to weigh me down quite a bit. That's going to weigh me down a bit. Maybe I should start doing some repairs. Food. Yeah, the food's going to get me. Oh, that Mackinac jacket. Well, let's take this apart first. Because that's not going to help me if I wear it. These are not worth it. Let's repair the Mackinac jacket first. See if it's better than one of the other jackets. Let's have something to drink. And see how good this jacket is. Now, a jacket like this is generally speaking... Oh, well, let's see. It is heavier than my other two jackets. Oh, no, it's not. It's lighter than my other two jackets. It's the Mariner's Peacoat. 2.5, 2.8. Yeah, Mackinac jacket's not better, so we'll set that down for the time being. Let's see, what needs repairing the most? This old pair of socks. You know what? I got plenty of leather. Now's a good time to do some repair work on the boots. Maybe on the work pants. On the long johns. Now, I don't know if I like the whole, like the incremental degrade that comes on in a day or two in the game here. That being said, there is something to be said for the fact that you do eventually wear out clothes. But the speed at which it gets worn out seems to be distressingly fast. So I kind of... I don't know. Let's
Worked.
Okay, 3 hours. Enough for me to cook up some potatoes. And just enough spaces. Now, cooking a...
This gear's starting to slow me down.
Yeah, I know. Make some more Bannocks. Now, cooking a potato right on the cooktop here, probably you'd never do it. Generally speaking, when you're dealing with something like this, you'd instead put it in the baking section, which is the drawer right here. It might take a little bit longer, but at the same time, it would actually allow you to cook that potato. And cooked potatoes are actually, if it wasn't for the fact of their volume and weight, they'd be great survival food. They keep for a while. They don't seem to have many problems, but there is the problem that, you know, a decent sized potato, it can fill you up, but it's a decent sized potato. When you're traveling, you want to have stuff that is compact, that is, you know, that is lightweight, that is nutritious. Those three things. You don't always get all three things when you go to travel. Let's see. Well, refuel ya. Oh, 21 kilos. What do I got in here? Oh, yeah. That, well, I mean, 5 of that's going to go away as soon as I put down that, let's see what happens. Hour 21. Even if that wears out, I should still actually have enough. Let's see how bad oh, well, it's not that bad. Let's go and find that climbing point. So that we can take the fast way down. Now, I know I'm taking a little bit of advantage of the fact that I know my way around because I've played the Long Dark before. But, it's acceptable. Whenever you go to a new place, you might find information about the local area. In this case, we found the rope inside the hunting lodge, so they probably would say, "Oh yeah, this is our shortcut to get down there. Tie the rope, you can rappel down." I hear you, but I don't see you. Sounds like they're up here someplace. Just need one more ptarmigan. And I think I just scared it off. And I don't care to deal with the wolf, so I'll come back inside. Well, I've been going through here. We don't need all that stuff. A lot of leather. Should see if there's anything else leather that I need to repair. Yeah, cloth. Kind of figured. Pick up the water, and we'll call it here for the day. Tomorrow we're going to head back down to the railroad, and maybe even finish our running of roads. Maybe even finish our trek down to the airport. Although, given that there's a couple of transitory stages on the way, we'll probably end up having a couple more episodes. All right. I'd like to thank you all for joining me, and hope you have a good day. If you like this thing, give me a like and subscribe, and we'll see you another day. Thank you, and bye.